Welcome to the Redirect Podcast. My name is Abigail Hewins.
And I'm Emily Rojas. The Redirect Podcast is a show where we shift the conversation back to books. We discuss themes from some of our favorite books and how those themes show up in real lived experiences.
On today's episode, we're catching up on the recent reads, upcoming releases, and really just anything else we can think to talk about.
But first, if you enjoy the pod, we would really humbly ask you support us in a few simple ways. First, just go to Apple Podcasts. You're already there. You're listening to us. You say, and you scroll down and you say, leave a review, and you click 5 stars. Do that. Let us know that you love the show.
Also, we'd love for you to follow us on Instagram at the Redirect Podcast. And aspirationally, one day, maybe on TikTok. I have had a Redirect Podcast TikTok account made for months. Nary a post, but whatever. Well, one day.
It's there.
And finally, if you really, really, really like the show, we'd love for you to share it with a friend. Sharing our show with a friend is really fun and cool, and it's a great way to help us grow our community of book-loving nerds.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
Do that.
Thanks for being here.
And like summer is coming up.
Yeah.
Summer is a great time for reading. It's probably the best time for reading. Maybe like that and Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas to me, or like the holidays. From Thanksgiving to Christmas, number one, because it's cold. What else is there to do? You're avoiding your family, whatever. And then summer is number 2, though. Summer, there's so many new book releases. A lot of times, like movies come out. So a great time of year.
Yes. You have various outdoor venues to read at.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's going to be some great times to share, and you're going to need recommendations.
Exactly.
Because you're going to go on a beach trip and you're going to be like,
yes,
I'm going to bring a bunch of books, because even if you don't normally read, you're going to be like, I'm going to read a bunch.
Yeah.
And you're like, who should I go to for book recommendations?
The Redirect Podcast.
Us.
You're here.
Boom.
And now share it with a friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have something to
okay,
read
cool.
Too. Great.
Oh, yeah. Think a buddy read with you.
Problem solved.
That was the point of this. Okay, Emily, it is the end of March, which is crazy.
I know.
I feel like March, I had like something every weekend of March, basically. Yeah. And so this month went by super fast.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I agree.
But yeah, we're like a quarter of the way through the year. So tell me, how are your book goals, your reading goals going? How are you feeling?
Okay, well,
Q1 check-in.
I started off the year ambitious again. And then I very quickly was like, this is stupid. I'm not going to read 100 books this year. So, maybe one day I will get back to that place in my life. But I set my goal at 50 after about 1 week of 2024. And I'm ahead. So I feel good. I've read I'm about to finish my 13th book. So not a ton.
That's awesome.
But I feel like I'm on a good pace. Yeah, I would have finished my 13th book already, but I just spent a whole week at my parents' house and didn't bring any books, which was a mistake. And so I'm a little behind on my, But I feel like 1 book a week, that's what I'm kind of going for. So if I can do that,
that's great.
I feel great. So yeah, I'm feeling good. And you never know, maybe during the summer I'll really go crazy with reading a lot more than I have been so far this year. But yeah, that's it. How about you? How have your goals been going?
Good. Well, kind of good. As I recall, one of my goals was to read more classics. I'm not doing that.
No.
I quit that one. I quit that.
Good for you.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that anymore. But what else are my other goals? Read more.
I was just trying to pull up that outline. So why don't you try to think of what else? Weren't you going to read more fantasy, or was that for 2023?
That was for 2023. Oh my gosh.
That sounds right.
What were my goals?
Or read even more fantasy.
Read even more. No, graphic novels.
Yes.
I have done that.
More classics and more translated works. That was your goals.
Oh, translated. I've read like one translated work.
It's only March.
One thing I've been doing this year with my book tracking is tracking like the identities of the authors I'm reading.
I remember you sharing
like
that.
for a specific, just to like be curious. And it's helped me be more intentional about diversifying the authors that I'm reading.
Right.
So that's been good. I'm still reading. I mean, I read a lot last year.
Yeah.
I have been reading at a little bit of a slower pace, but I've read 21 books.
Yeah. Great.
Um,
I mean, this
yeah.
is a big year for
So-
you too. You have a lot going on. So
I do. Last year,
Can't
by the
keep
end
up
of
with
March, by the end of March, I had read 33 books. So I'm about 10 behind.
But you know what?
But-
two of those books that we've both read this year were like well over 1,000 pages of fan fiction. So I feel like we should deserve double credit for them.
Oh, that
Did you
is
count those?
true. I mean, of course I counted them. But yeah, those count as like, this is why also like don't get caught up only in the game of like how many books have you read,
Right.
because
A book can
You
be
know.
200 pages and it can be 1,500 pages, you know.
exactly.
Or it can be really simply written or it can be very challenging to get through. So the number is just fun. But there's a lot of other metrics you can check in on. So
I feel like also I've been reminding myself recently the thing that we say all the time on this show, which is if you read what you like, you'll read so much more. And I feel like I broke a rule of mine where I was finishing books that I was not all the way into,
yeah.
and I was not
Just to get through them.
not quitting them. And that has slowed me down too.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking back, there's like several like, oh, that was 3. That was 3. That was
Yeah.
3 stars. That was just okay. And you know,
It is hard to DNF.
I think if I
have
had
a hard
quit those-
time because I'm like, well, I've already invested so much time in this book.
especially if you've waited for it to come off hold of
Right.
the library.
Yeah, it's almost like, well,
You had
I've
pre-season
invested-
waiting.
Yeah, a lot of time. I've been trying to read it, especially if you're having a hard time getting through it. It feels like, well, I can't just waste this. I can't not count towards my goals. So yeah, don't get too hung up on the numbers because then you end up doing stuff like that. But it is difficult.
Yeah, totally.
So, anyways, DNF more in
Well-
2024. That's our new mud.
Yeah. I actually I know that, but I have
I know.
not been living that recently. But I have recently been reading things that I do like, so I'm back on track. I'm like,
Yeah,
I know myself.
same.
Anyways,
Let's go.
all right, so we can talk about some of the things we've been reading recently.
Yeah,
Does that sound good? Okay.
let's go.
Okay, so while we make sure that we keep this a, family friendly episode, I would. I'm sure that you've been seeing discourse on TikTok about Bride.
I've seen a lot of discourse about it.
Okay, I'm here to tell you it was not that shocking. It's
Okay.
not that crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Well, I've seen so many people
So-
say how shocking it is, and then I've also seen so many people say this is their favorite book by her. So it feels like that can't both be true. It can't be so shocking that because sometimes a book you're like, okay, that's too far, and then you don't like it. So you know what I mean? It can't be both.
all right, yeah. So here's what I'm going to say. Everyone gather around. So
ready.
Bride is a book by Ali Hazelwood. We have been on record really liking Ali Hazelwood. She has traditionally, like her first 3 books that she published were like STEM romance. So set in the world of STEM, cute romance books. She wrote, she is also like a noted fan fiction lover. She actually
Yeah.
got her start on fan fiction.
Fan fiction. Right. Her first book was
Her first-
a fan fiction adapted into a novel.
100%. So she's a big AO3 girl. Her name is Ali Hazelwood. So there's this thing on fan fiction, this like subgenre of fan fiction called the Omegaverse. You can
heard of
Google
this.
that. People can, if they're interested in knowing what it is, they can Google this. It is it's part of like erotic fiction. Okay. So, but oftentimes it involves werewolves. Okay. So this book is like a paranormal romance about a vampire and a
Right.
werewolf.
Right.
All right, I'm there.
Yeah.
You said vampire werewolf. I'm there.
I know that. I'm familiar.
Honestly, I don't like, to me, I was like, oh, okay. The element of this that everyone is so shocked about that we won't discuss in detail on this podcast, it was not that big of a deal to me personally. And I thought that the story was really good.
Yeah.
I love like the rules of, in this world, like vampires and werewolves are like enemies.
Right.
And they coexist with human beings.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And like the humans know that there's different territories. There's like a vampire territory, a werewolf territory, and a human territory. And their governments like work together. And part of this trope is arranged marriage.
Right.
And it's like a political marriage. And so you're going from like enemies to lovers, arranged marriage. Also, she's a vampire, he's a werewolf.
Right. Classic.
Everything about this, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, the curiosity of like everyone freaking out about it
Yeah.
definitely got me there. But it's become so much more mainstream. It honestly, I would say for me, I wasn't that shocked.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Not a big deal to me. I will say that the recommendation from people on TikTok to read like The Chaser that's been going around, like, okay, then you should read The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. Same rules, also in a Mangaverse work. That one, not as much for me.
Yeah.
I would say that one is a lot less like mainstream. And also it's like in this world, there are like shifters or werewolves that coexist with human beings, but everyone just like knows that they're around.
Right.
And I don't know, for me, that one wasn't as much my fave.
Okay.
And definitely like more just off the path for me.
Yeah.
But I would recommend you to read Bride. I think that
Okay.
you would like it.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Probably in
To me, there's something
4 to 5
about
months.
like
when I can get it off of me.
for me, like I think just because I came up a Twilight girl, like
Yeah.
any like being in that whole like the rules of like what your instincts
feuds.
are telling
Yeah.
the feuds, like you're my like special enemy. Like that to me, like I'm just gonna eat that up.
Right.
So
it's familiar.
I loved that.
Okay. Well, good to know. Where would you rank it in the Allie Hazelwood world? I feel like it's so hard. It's such a departure, like you said. I mean, her other 3 books almost could just be like copy paste, copy paste, copy paste with some minor things changed. But this is so different. But how would you rank it, anyways?
I would say to me, oh shoot, because okay, the first one I loved, second
Right.
one didn't love as much,
Right.
third one loved theoretically,
the most.
loved.
Yeah.
So I would actually, I would go love theoretically first. And then I know I'm not supposed to do this, but tied for second, I would do The Love Hypothesis and Bride.
Okay.
And then Love on the Brain.
All right. Well, I'm placing hold, several months wait, 175 people waiting, but I'll get it eventually.
You'll get it eventually. And
I'll let you guys
and
know.
then you can be part of then update us. All right, I have other things to talk about, but I'll pitch it to you next. What's something else you've been reading?
Okay, I've really only been reading one thing since our last episode, and I'm not done with it yet, but I feel very confident about saying this is going to be a 5-star read for me. I'm pretty sure.
Stars.
And it's we need a sound for that, like diddly diddly. It's Chain Gang All Stars by Nanakwam Ajay Brenya, and this book has been everywhere, so I know I'm behind on the times. I've seen it recommended a lot, but I just got it and I've been reading it, and it is a dystopian book-ish. It's set kind of in the future of America, and essentially the prison industrial complex has developed a alternative to I need to refresh my memory, or maybe they said this or maybe they didn't, but I think it's either like if you're life in prison or if you're on death row, I think it's either one. You can opt into this sort of gladiator fight to the death televised sporting event competition, and you're matched up to be on TV every week and fight someone that you're kind of randomly paired against. And if you win, you advance through the ranks of this, the Chain Gang All-Stars game. And if you eventually make your way to the top and win kind of like a final battle, your sentence is done, your crimes are absolved, and you're able to go be free back in society. But of course, obviously most people die in that process because
this is dark.
You're fighting to the death. So it's a very, I was just before I got on watching an interview with the author, and he said his father was a criminal defense attorney, and he kind of remembered the first time his dad was defending a accused murderer, and he was like, "Dad, like, you're a bad guy, you know, like, you're evil. Why would you do that?" And his dad was kind of like, you know, it's not that simple. It's not that straightforward. And that kind of influenced his writing of this book, because, I mean, everyone has, obviously, most of the people in the Chain Gang All-Stars have killed someone, and that's why they're in prison.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still, like, he writes them with such, like, brutal humanity, and it's very difficult to read. So it kind of follows, not difficult to read, but it's, like, heavy. It follows kind of a bunch of different people in this chain gang, but the main protagonists are these two women who are on the same chain, so they are on kind of the same team. They don't fight each other, and they are also lovers, and they're kind of advancing through the system. And it really reminded me also of a book I really like called The Displacements. I can't remember who the author of that is, but that is a book about the world's first Category 6 hurricane. But the way it's written is just very similar, where it has like these little vignettes of kind of outside characters, and it just kind of like steadily building and building and building. So yeah, I'm not completely done, so I can't fully say I've read the whole thing, but I am really enjoying it, and it's like completely immersive from the first 1 or 2 pages. Like, you're fully into it. And I think it helps, like, you know, it's pretty closely tied to the reality of, you know, our current prison system. Obviously it's not, you know, a televised fight to the death, but the way people can be, you know, like the way serial killers become celebrities sometimes, and our fascination with this, but feeling like we're completely removed from these kind of people who are in jail. I don't know. So yeah, it's very good. And I am requesting more recommendations for dystopian books, because I'm really enjoying this. And also, especially if they're audiobooks that are really good, because I have a lot of Audible credits right now that I need to use up. So if you guys have any recommendations, because I feel like I love reading dystopian books, you know, but I just don't read them that often. I feel like they're, you know, they have their moment in the sun.
Like which ones to pick. That sounds really good. And it also sounds like the making of a book that's going to be adapted into some sort of miniseries.
Oh, I am sure. Yes.
So like read it before that happens.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Because I mean, that sounds like Squid Games, like kind of thing.
Hunger Games kind of thing. Yeah.
I mean, that's totally something someone would want to make into a TV show or a movie.
I fully agree. So I really like it so far. Again, not done yet, so the last bit could completely change me, but I don't think so. I mean, it's pretty highly reviewed and recommended, so I feel confident in also sharing it with you guys that I would recommend it.
Okay. I am intrigued.
Yes.
Speaking of book to screen adaptations, have you seen Dune 2?
No.
Okay. So I did. And
I was going to ask you about it.
Yeah. So for people who follow me on Instagram, I was sharing that my fiance, Zach, he was like, I want you to see Dune 2 with me. You have 2 options. You can either watch Dune, or I can make a PowerPoint for you of everything that happens in Dune. And I was like, that option. I want that. It was over 100 slides.
Yeah, I was going to say, did it take longer to get through the PowerPoint than it would have taken to just watch the movie?
No, he did like 3 15 to 20 minute clips.
Oh, wow.
But I think that he was like, let me pick like the 3 most necessary scenes for you to understand Dune 2. And so he showed those to me. He did like, I mean, a lot of the slides were just like big blocks of text. Right. And he'd have like, it was funny. He did like a bunch of like sound effects and memes.
Zach is very funny, so
it was hilarious.
I can imagine it was entertaining.
And it took less time. That being said, it was very effective, because when I went in to watch Dune 2, I felt like I totally understood what's going on.
I almost feel like that would be more effective, because I did start watching the first, a couple weeks ago, Eric and his mom and I were going to the movies, and I thought we were going to go see Dune 2. So while it was cleaning, I started watching Dune 1. And it is like, you know, you have to really be paying attention. So I feel like that might be even more effective in terms of understanding the plot.
And, okay, haven't seen Dune 1, but what I have been told is that Dune 1 is a little bit slower, because you're really like building the
Right.
rules
You
of
have
the
to
world.
build out the world. Right.
And then Dune 2 is like 2.5 hours of straight action. Things are
Okay.
happening constantly. Like it's like one major event after the other. That being said, I'm like, should I read Dune? And then I'm like, oh no, don't do it. It's so long. But,
Yeah. But should we?
but, but should I? Because
Has Zach read Dune?
no, he is not.
Okay. Seemed like something he might have read.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it seems like something that he might have read. The things
so
that
we don't
interest
have any
me
time.
about it is that the author of the book, who has passed, and his son, I think, took over writing the later books, but he was a World War II vet, and the movie lacks subtlety. There are very clear. There's like a moment where they like find nuclear warheads, and they're like,
Sure.
bad, you know. Or like, you know, the sand planet that Zendaya lives on. There's like this resource there called spice, and it's like and the people who live there are like brown, and it's like this is the Middle East, and the spice is oil. You know, it's like
Right.
But I'm kind of interested in reading the book now to like see more, because I know how much connection to real life it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyways, we'll see. Maybe it just seems like such a big commitment.
Yeah. Maybe not right now.
Yeah. But anyways, I was just wondering if you had seen it or if you were whatever.
No. Still behind on the time.
Seems like it's probably a good book. I guess we'll never know. Okay. All right. What else have I been reading? Okay. Well, all right. I know, like, I've been talking a big game on this podcast about how excited I am for Kristen Hanna to release The Women, which she did, and I still haven't read it. It took me a while. I was like, I'm not gonna buy books. I'm not buying books this year. Like, the library exists.
Good call. Yeah.
So I waited from the library, and then I got it, and I just just recently got it, but haven't read it yet.
Okay.
So if anybody here,
I've been seeing a lot of good things about it, so I'm sure that you will love it.
I'm sure it's fantastic. I also
Honestly, it's not that bad of a wait. I mean, when did it come out? Like a month ago?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I was a pretty early holder.
Sure.
So,
Let us keep us updated.
and then also, somewhat, because I'm on record loving the Bridgerton series, a huge Bridgerton stan. My friend Zippy recommended to me to read the Wallflower series by Lisa Kleypas. It is also really good, and I've been enjoying it. And so if you are also a Bridgerton lover and you are wondering, okay, what can I read that will be similar vibes? I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say this isn't as amazing as Bridgerton IMO, but it has been really delightful, and I've really been enjoying it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Similar vibes. Okay. Coming up on late spring, early summer, upcoming releases. Anything you're excited about?
I am so ready. Well, let's save the one I'm most excited about for the last thing we can talk about. But I was looking at what's coming out next month, and there's actually quite a lot. So Alyssa Cole, who I really liked her book, we recommended it on our Instagram, but When No One Is Watching, she's actually releasing a new thriller called One of Us Knows, which the cover looks really creepy, and it's someone being stuck on kind of a creepy old island. So
anyone who knows Emily knows you love a creepy book.
I love a creepy book. So I saw that's coming out. I'm really excited about. So that will say that's number one. Anything you're excited about?
That's number one for next month.
No. That's the first thing I'm talking about. I guess.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, got it.
Not number one ranked. Number one discussed.
Okay. Well, in May, at the end of May, The Guncle Abroad is coming out, which
Right.
I'm so excited for that. You know, that's like right before I will be traveling out to North Carolina for my wedding. So I'm thinking plane read. Guncle Abroad. Literally perfect to read on a plane. Are you kidding me?
Yes. I love that.
So we are obviously obsessed with the Guncle.
We love Guncle. We love Stephen Rowley.
Yeah,
I feel like
we do.
I've never, been disappointed by him.
And I never dreamed we would. It never seemed like we were going to get a Guncle sequel. Like, it just was not made for that.
No.
But we are getting another
is.
Guncle story, and could not be more thrilled. So
I am so pumped. I love the Guncle.
I know. I'm like, should I go buy a caftan?
Yes.
I think I need one.
I know. It just feels like someone you're rooting for in real life, and you want to see him succeed.
I know. Oh. Also, just like the characters, like you feel like you're part of his family. Like all of his characters, you feel like you're part of their group.
So
He's
real.
So good at writing them. It's just like, and the Guncle is such a beloved character. So I cannot wait.
Yes.
And then, all right, back to you. Sorry, I will not talk it. That one, but that's not in April.
I'm going to say in May also, Christina Lauren is coming out with a new
really?
book.
I didn't know that.
Yes, me either. I'm just now finding out by looking at this. Christina Lauren, they're two people. Yeah, okay. They are both writing a book. Okay. I always forget that. It's called The Paradise Problem. And it is a delicious new romance, that's what it says, between the buttoned-up heir of a grocery chain and his free-spirited artist ex as they fake their relationship in order to receive a massive inheritance.
I'm worried.
It's the summer of fake dating. Yeah, that doesn't sound as good.
I'm worried. I'm worried because I don't typically go for like big CEO billionaire romance kind of thing.
Oh yeah, me either.
That
is a starving artist and a billionaire.
That scares me, but okay.
We'll see.
All right. I will not judge it. I mean, what did we say? We said that about Love Theoretically, that we were worried about it not being good, and we loved it.
And it ended up being the best. So
yeah, totally.
You never know.
Okay. I will reserve judgment, but I'm scared about the billionaire romance situation.
Yeah. But we'll see.
Okay.
But I love Christina Lauren, so let's hope they can, let's hope.
Let's hope. I have hope. Let's see. Okay,
they're releasing another book in June. I'm sorry. This is too much.
You know,
now I am even more.
Do you know Allie Hazelwood is releasing another book this year?
Yeah, I saw that.
Apparently,
also,
it's
when
like...
you sent me that she's Italian. I didn't know that either.
Oh my God.
We're going to talk about that.
We will link to this video. But she's like doing like this, like a press conference.
It's like a Q&A, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Q&A. And I'm like, that is a European accent. Like, what is that? And then I Googled it. She grew up in Italy. She didn't move to the States. She grew up in Italy. And then when she was like an older, like in college and stuff, she was like in Japan. And then she moved to America for her PhD.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea. Until I was hearing her talk for the first time.
I know.
Anyways,
she has another book, the pace at which this woman releases books, because she
it's kind of scary sometimes. Yeah,
she released another book that I didn't read, like Check and Mate. It was like a YA book.
Not really
recently
YA at this point in my life.
Yeah, but upcoming, she's releasing this book called Not in Love. NOT, not KNOT, you weirdos. If you know, you know. But okay, let's see. Allie Hazelwood is back with another STEMinist romance novel following the footsteps of her 2021 hit book, The Love Hypothesis. Out June 11th, Not in Love follows Rue, a biotech engineer at a food science startup, and Eli, who works at a private equity firm trying to take control of the company Rue works for. What ensues is a messy affair that promises forbidden romance tropes, and for the first time in Hazelwood's canon, a relationship from two perspectives.
There we go.
Okay, you have me.
I'm back in.
Hook, line, and sinker. She said it was all about exploring the tension between two people who develop an attraction to each other, but find out that it would be wrong to give into it. Okay, drugs. I'm there.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Drugs.
All in. Also, Catherine Center's releasing the rom-commers in June.
Oh.
And it sounds really cute.
That does sound really cute. I like
it's
her.
a summer of love. That's what we'll say. Yeah, she's so cute with her romances. Yeah. So summer of love. Let's talk about it. Funny story is coming out next month.
OM freaking
How
G.
do we feel? Also, we will have an episode book clubbing funny story on May 7th. So mark your dates, mark your calendars, pre-order the book, read it, and then join us to talk about it. But yeah, it's coming out. How do we feel?
Should we read the description?
Read it.
Okay. This is from Goodreads. Daphne always loved the way her fiancé Peter told her their story, how they met on a blustery day, fell in love over an errant hat, and moved back to his lakeside hometown to begin their life together. He really was good at telling it. Right up until the moment he realized he was actually in love with his childhood best friend Petra, which is how Daphne begins her new story. Stranded in beautiful Waning Bay, Michigan, without friends or family, but with a dream job as a children's librarian that barely pays the bills, and proposing to be roommates with the only person who could possibly understand her predicament, Petra's ex, Miles Nowak. Scruffy and chaotic with a penchant for making solace in the sounds of heartbreak love ballads, Miles is exactly the opposite of a practical buttoned-up Daphne whose coworkers know so little about her, they have a running bet that she's either FBI or in witness protection. The roommates mainly avoid one another until one day, while drowning their sorrows, they form a tenuous friendship and a plan. If said plan also involves posting deliberately misleading photos of their summer adventures together, well, who couldn't blame them?
I can't wait.
I'm shaking.
Everything about this, I mean, what do you think? I mean, Emily Henry, she has never disappointed me. She's never let me down. I know that. So I just can't wait.
Also, okay, many people have, so she made a whole thing about like the release of the cover. Let's talk about the cover because this tells us something about the characters.
It tells us a lot.
And some clues for the story. So we start with Miles. Miles is seated on the right. His back is to us, and he's holding up a lemonade glass. It appears to be lemonade that he's cheersing with, what's her face? What's her name? Daphne.
No, you lost me. Daphne.
He is wearing yellow Crocs, not in sport mode. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just in regular mode. He is sitting on a bar stool. Underneath the stool, there is a pink envelope that no one seems to notice. What could that be about? And then Daphne is sitting facing towards us. It looks like it's a book in her lap.
Yeah.
And she's
kind of folded over her knee.
Yeah, like she's like in the middle of reading it and put it down. And she's sitting next to a bouquet of flowers. She's wearing sunglasses. And she's cheersing. Oh boy.
Oh boy, Miles.
I cannot wait.
What do you think? What do you think? I mean, it's obvious what's going to happen. So you don't need to guess the plot. It seems pretty clear.
Yeah. I think.
What are your thoughts? What are your predictions? What are your vibes?
I think at some point, one of the partners is going to want to get back with Miles or Daphne. Gotta be.
Yeah. Yes.
I think maybe, what's in this letter? I think that maybe at some point, Miles actually liked Daphne before they got married to their respective partners. And he like wrote her a love letter, never gave it to her. And then she finds it and she realized that he loved her all along.
I would love that. I like shoot me up with fake dating, you know,
forced proximity, roommates.
Yes. This is everything.
Also like, he's like golden retriever energy. She's like black cat energy. Love that. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I cannot
wait.
I'm so excited. Also, didn't she at some point, she posted like an excerpt like on her Instagram story. Funny story.
Let's see.
Google.
Read an exclusive.
Okay, here we go. All right. By the time I climb up the stairs and reach the front door, I'm clammy with sweat. Inside, I drop my tote and wrestle out of my cardigan before towing off my loafers. Then I grab a glass and fill it with cold water. As I chug, I amble toward the living room. In the corner of my eye, a sudden movement surprises me so badly I yelp and slosh half my glass into the rug. But it's just Miles, lying face down on the couch. He groans without so much as lifting his face out of the squashy cushion. His furniture is all comfort, no sex appeal. You look dead, I tell him, moving closer. He grumbles something. What? I ask. I said, I wish, he mumbles. I eye the bottle of coconut rum on the table and the empty mug beside it. Rough day? I've been caught off guard by the Bridget Jones incident 2 weeks ago, but now it's almost relief to see him looking how I've spent the last month and a half feeling. Without lifting his face, he feels around on the coffee table to grab a piece of paper, then holds it aloft. I walk over and take a delicate square of off-white parchment from his hand. Instantly, he lets his arm flop down to his side. I start reading the elegant script slanting across it. Jerome and Melly Collins, along with Nicholas and Antonia Comer, joyfully invite you to celebrate the marriage of their children, Peter and... No! I fling the invitation away from me like it's a live snake. A live snake that must also be on fire, because suddenly I am so hot. I take a few steps, fanning myself with my hands. No, I say, this can't be real. It goes on. Wow.
This keeps going. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is a long excerpt. So wait, let me get this straight. Well, that's obviously what's in the envelope. But you leave your partners of many years for your childhood friend, and then you have the audacity to invite them to your wedding? That is sick. That is literally sick in the head. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, this is so
Unhinged.
good. Wow, this is a really long excerpt.
Okay.
I'm shocked. Yeah.
Oh, can't wait. Cannot wait to book club it. Just very excited. And if you will be reading along with us, let us know.
Yeah.
And we would love for people to submit, like after you read it, submit questions,
thoughts,
points of discussion. We will be happy to take them.
I can't wait to see how you feel about this. I know I'm going to love it.
It's just how much am I going to love it?
Exactly. Because honestly, I know like a lot of people don't like people we meet on vacation as much. I don't care. I love all of them so much. Yeah, I feel like people don't like that one as much.
That's the first one I read.
Yeah, that's probably why. That's the first one I read as well. So it has like a special place in my heart. And I loved it, so I don't care. But I'm excited to see where this will end up ranking on my list. Because right now I'll say Happy Place is going to be hard to beat. I loved
I would say Happy Place is also just actually Sad Place.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready for this to be only happy.
Well, it starts off sad for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But maybe less angsty and more like revenge, like anger. Happy Place is so like angst, depression, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't wait. Tune in May 7th, book club, Happy Place.
Very excited. My last quick thing is in June, Daydream by Hannah Grace is releasing, which is the third installment of the Icebreaker series. And I'm really excited because like each of the books covers a different person in the friend group, and the male main character in the friend group is someone I really like. And on the cover, the female main character is wearing a folklore cardigan.
A classic.
I know. I'm excited. So we'll be excited to talk about that.
We're so excited. Yeah.
We're so excited. What are we talking about next time?
Next time we're going to be swapping books.
Oh, yeah.
And I know exactly what I'm going to send you, but I don't want to say.
Are you sending me something that you think is out of my normal comfort zone, or something you think I'm going to like?
Maybe both.
Okay.
I think it's timely, it's relevant, and I know you haven't read it, and I think you'll like it, but I don't think you would ever read it if I wasn't forcing you to. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
And I need to put it in the mail so you can actually have time to read it.
Yeah, I need to do the same. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, next week or next 2 weeks, we're going to be sending each other books that we want each other to read and discussing.
All right. Can't wait.
So stay tuned.
All right. Bye, guys.